Welcome back to my playthrough of Fable 3. Last time we finished off in the castle, now we're at Aurora. I just popped into my quest list and there was one here, so... Again, these last few videos at this point in the game are mostly lots of side quest cleanups and things like that, and then slowly but surely progressing the main story, because the big problem is, if you progress the main story and just go for it, suddenly you're at the end of the game, and I don't think too much of this becomes locked out, but you've already finished the game at that point, and then you're really just sort of running around. Thank you for throwing up right in front of me, dude. And you're sort of running around Albion doing stuff for no purpose, and there's a whole bunch of that left over.
Your Majesty, welcome to our temple. I lament the forlorn state in which you find it. Before the darkness came, this room held our most sacred treasure.
What was it?
I had lost all hope of recovering it, for that would require journeying into the desert. We have lost so many.
I don't care what it is, I'll do it.
Who among us would have the courage to face the sands now? Thank you. You will forgive me for not being more forthright.
Nah, you're cool.
I am unaccustomed to asking rulers for their help. As for the matter in question, this chamber once housed the temple's sacred dyes.
I believe this is the flowers.
Our rituals cannot be completed without them. The dyes are made from rare
flowers
found throughout Aurora, and
most of which I've already found by now.
gathering
Still a
them
handful
has
left
always
over.
been a dangerous task, but when the darkness fell upon us, it became an impossible one.
Okay.
If you can find these flowers and bring them to me, I will begin making the dyes again, and perhaps our people can recover some of the faith they have.
Okay, you're still talking.
We will gladly share them with you, of course.
There's your blues. I cannot see.
You have done a great service for us. On behalf
It's
of
really
all
dark.
Romans, I thank you. The blue dye represents sorrow. As you may imagine, this dye was the first to run out.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Oh, good lord. Is that the only one I have finished?
Something interesting is going to happen. I to see you as always.
Right, okay, there she is. Why is it... I mean, I guess it's... This is what it looks like in here at nighttime?
The red dye represents love in our culture, whether that's shared between betrothed couples or parents and their children.
Okie dokie. Did the reds. Okay. She's still somewhere in this forsaken cave? Oh, yeah, it's, sure. Red seems to be my color. I can't see what I'm doing, but... There we go. Now I got some red tats. Alright, so that's two of the colors. So I guess there's, what, 3 more colors? I'm probably missing 3 to 5 flowers. So, that was a quick...
Ah, hello.
Hello, Jess. Oh, I know what I wanted to check. I got presents!
You have unopened gifts.
Oh, goody.
waiting for you.
Oh, goody! A picture of some dude with a big hat.
That appears to be all of the gifts.
Fantastic. Okay. Quests. I'm still working on that. Still look a few more of those. A couple more of those. Okay. Alright, there wasn't nearly as much here as I was hoping there would be. I thought it was going to be an actual quest, not just turning in flowers. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, they have presents for me! Walter!
Today you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty. Samuel will speak for the town and its scholars. Reaver will dispute his cause.
Reaver loses.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, it was your father who opened the doors to Albion's greatest seat of learning.
That's right, Fable 2.
Under his
Dude
rule,
rocked.
knowledge and culture flourished, and so did the people of Brightwall. I ask only that you return to the wisdom of those days. Your brother closed the academy down, but it is in your hands to restore it.
There is no greater proponent of the arts than myself. I celebrate knowledge in all its forms. But our people are frightened and confused. The last thing they need is knowledge. Allow them the benefit of ignorance. Let only those who are truly prepared make use
Now,
of
you
it.
gotta be set on
Elite of our
going
society
the scoundrel
will pay
route
handsomely
here
to indulge in erudition.
in order to choose this one. Because,
But
number one, you're breaking a promise.
only the
Number
rich
two, what the hell,
will be
Reaver?
able to afford to learn.
Precisely. Why give wisdom away when one can charge for it?
What do you wish to do, Your Majesty?
Yeah, we're keeping the promise, obviously.
The Brightwall Academy will be open to all who wish to learn.
The Brightwall Academy
Could I
shall be
maybe
reopened,
issue some
and
rulings
Albion
without
will once again have a free
sitting
center
like this
of learning.
the whole time? Like, I need a different pose, like, relaxed, sitting on my throne, like I'm ruling, not going, why the hell am I here? I'm sitting there doing these stupid judgments, why can't these people figure it out for themselves? Like, she's just grumpy up there. Brightwall Academy.
Stimulate your intellect in the newly reopened Brightwall Academy. Suckle the knowledge from the land's greatest minds and avail yourself of the best library ever assembled. Everyone, from the most impoverished genius to the wealthiest idiot,
Just
welcome.
watch the going down into the bottom parts where there's, you know, hollow men.
To learn.
At some point, someone probably needs to go clean that up permanently.
The court summons Page and Reaver.
Page wins.
The matter before you today is the future of Bower Lake. Reaver will offer his proposal. Page will stand against him.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake has found that the waterbed is rich in valuable metals. Now, as amusing as it would be to make workers hold their breath as they
Yeah, I remember
mine
doing this one
resources,
once on my
I fear
Dark
it
Side
would
run.
be impractical. Instead, we have no choice but to dam the river and drain the lake of all water.
Oh.
Once that is done, we will have a ready-made quarry, ripe for the plucking. It will be a pity to disfigure the landscape so close to my former home, but it is a sensible course of action in light of our current needs.
Bower Lake
no.
is the last piece of natural beauty remaining in Bowerstone. It belongs
I don't know,
to our
Paige. You're a
history
piece of
and
natural
should
beauty
be
and you're in
protected.
Bowerstone.
Don't take it away from us. You'll be taking away part of this city's soul with it.
Oh, really?
Now that we've finally freed the people of this city, are we going to destroy the one place they can find peace?
That lady behind you on the right in the green
The
dress is
decision is yours
not
to
a
make,
natural
Your
beauty in Bowerstone. Obviously, we're going with Paige.
Page is right. We must protect our natural resources. Bower Lake is to be left untouched.
The Queen...
Choke
has
on it, Reaver.
Bower Lake's natural beauty is hereby protected by order of the Crown.
Thank you. Let's show the world Albion is worth defending.
Is a pretty view worth more than a treasury full of gold?
My treasury is overflowing, dude.
As someone whose home has overlooked the resplendent Bower Lake, I am pleased to declare the official protection of
Yeah,
this
Reaver always
valuable
seems to come out winning
Beds
on
water
whatever decision it
drown
is.
anyone who doesn't appreciate
Sneaky little bugger. Everything that's good about the decision was all him.
I trust the court was not too dull today.
And he makes money from it
In
one
any
way or the
case,
other, usually.
I'm confident your final task will be most enjoyable. A loyal and wealthy member of our community has offered to make a sizable donation to our treasury. Her only request is that you go to Millfields to make the collection in person. A perfect chance to stretch your legs, Your Majesty.
Yes, I get out so rarely. Alright. Bowerstone Castle is fully plundered. Old Quarter fully plundered. Market. That's where the chase down the criminal quest is. Still one in a silver key in industrial somewhere I need to track down. Alright. I know this is going to take us over to Silver Pines, so... Nothing over there to kill? Okay. Alright. Aha! There we go.
Look, I know where
this
he
house.
is. He fled into the woods.
Madam, I understand you want to recover
Hello,
what you've
Muriel.
lost, but those woods are simply too dangerous. It would be
Yeah, so a
suicide
soldier
to
can't
enter
go
them
in there.
without
Let's send the
combat
bloody
experience,
queen!
Or training, or skill.
I don't want to enter them. I want you to.
Right. I was talking about me.
Oh, just forget it. Ah, Your
Hello.
Majesty, it's such an honor to have you here. If only fate hadn't conspired to make me look like a fool. I so wanted to make a contribution to the noble cause. What's the use of a priceless heirloom if we're all going to perish in who knows what frightful way? I had taken the statuette out of the family vault, ready for your visit.
That is
Only
interesting
for a
hairdo,
common thief
I must
to
say.
take it in broad daylight. Can you believe it, Your Majesty? The thief ran into the woods, and naturally the soldiers are too scared to follow. Why must the uneducated be so superstitious? But you know no such fear, do you? Find the villain, Your Majesty. He has stolen more than a statue.
Okay, you've
He
talked
takes
enough.
with him the future of our kingdom. Beware the woods, Your Majesty. The soldiers may be superstitious, but there's no denying dangerous beasts lurk within. Good luck. I know you will succeed.
Uh-huh. Oh goody, it's dark. Oh look, it's a Balverine. Stop, thief!
Looking for the statue, Your Majesty. Follow the white Balverine.
Uh-huh. Why does this feel like a setup? Hello, White Balverine. So, you remember at one point, if you watch a previous video when I came through here, there was a sort of alcove with what sort of looked like a shrine or some sort of interesting setup around it. And not this one up here. That's not it. Down here. And I was like, oh, there's definitely be something interesting here. And we're about to go discover that part right now. Don't really care where the Balverine is. Not really following it so much as I am, number one, following the gold trail, but also really just going where I already know I need to go. The trail is a reasonably efficient way of doing so. Yep, we're going right through town.
Right, you monster. Prepare to meet your...
Jacob, you want chill?
I'm so sorry. For a moment there, I thought you were a Balverine.
Do I look fuzzy to you?
Defenses. We burn silver nitrate in those lamps to keep them out. Kills them pretty quick if they hang around for too long. If a lamp goes out, well, I don't like to think what might happen then. One went out just recently, but we got it lit again fast. The man responsible, this bloke Connor, got punished. Severely. Before he disappears into the forest, he tells us there's gonna be a reckoning. He's probably in 25 different stomachs right now. That's my reckoning. You can come on out, everyone. It's safe.
Just the bloody queen! Hello. Hello.
Greetings, my liege.
You saw that, right? Kathy,
Greetings, my lady.
the magic villager.
Ah, it's the great ruler. Hello.
Alright, I don't think there's anything here, obviously. We're just gonna take off.
This place isn't too dangerous.
Hey, look, it's a ballerine. Still just running. There's that little area up there. Still not where we're going. Yes, I saw you. Hey, look, here we are at a nice little amphitheater. Uh-huh. Hello. I was expecting more on this about me.
I've been expecting
Hello,
you.
Connor.
Been through the village, have you? Charming hamlet.
Or should I call you
Wonderful
Sabretooth?
people will give you the shirt off their back and condemn you to death for one simple mistake. Anyone can fall asleep on watch. You exile him into this forest and call it justice. But enough about that. You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. It did everything the legend said it would. And now I don't need it anymore. It's funny how things change. So if you want to take it back to that prig in Millfields, it's yours. Nearly free of charge. All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns. Then the village will get a taste of justice. The choice
no.
is yours. And it's a simple one. How simple? If you decline, my brothers will kill you.
I mean, obviously we're going to defend the village.
Ah, well. I suppose it was too much to hope for. Still, your choice won't save the village. Now that I'm a leader of the pack, we've got some brains to go with our brawn. We'll lose a few of the weaker members, but we'll deal with those lanterns on our own. In the meantime, killing you will be a good way to, shall we say, get the blood flowing.
Why is that not hitting him? There we go. Really? That was it? Alright, now are we gonna have to fight Balverines all the way back? I guess it's not really that far to run. Doo-doo-doo. Yep, we will. Stop that. That went right through his head. I mean, so did that one, but, you know, the first one didn't do any damage. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. Thanks, Torgon. When they don't get up, it makes it hard to kill them. Bonk! Come here, you. No, right here. Come here. I will hit you in the butt if you don't move. Okay. You asked for the ignominious defeat.
Thank you.
Alright, come on, Connor.
You are stronger than I imagined.
Yup.
Majesty, but not strong enough. Prepare yourself for death.
He was a Balverine. A silver one or white one, whichever way they want to do it. Worth it. Just a bad Connor. No biscuits.
My lake.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You've saved us from certain destruction.
The secret is we're actually all Balverines. He just got out of control.
Should you wish to return? Connor had
Wouldn't that be
this on
fun?
him. It looks like a Balverine. It's yours if you want it.
Thanks. I'll just put that, in the treasury where someone might walk in and pick it up and turn into a Balverine in the middle of my castle. Chicken. Honestly sure which would be faster. Going this way to get back to her, or going all the way across the map in Millfields, which it would almost certainly try and make me do. So I think a slightly more interesting take on that quest would have been if his goal was to infect me and get a Balverine on the throne. Like, as a goal for them. I think that would have been slightly more interesting. A little bit stolen from Doctor Who, but depending on when this was made versus when that episode was, I don't know which one would have been first. I'll have to look that up. I'm only 600,000 above my target range for the treasury. Might have to donate a couple of million more gold here.
Greetings, madam.
Hello.
You're back. Did you find the thief? Did you recover the statue? You found it?
Can we turn Hobson into a Balverine, then I can kill him?
Contain my tears.
That'd be amazing.
Oh, excuse me, Your Majesty. I can't let you see me this way. And please, make good use of it.
Nobles, always so melodramatic. As for this little item, it is every bit as valuable as I hoped it would be. The profit shall make a welcome addition to the treasury. Unless, of course, well, it is your statue now. You could always opt to keep the proceeds for yourself and administer them as you see fit. What do you wish to do, my queen?
Seriously, it's the kind of mind that's like, well, you could do the right thing, or you could embezzle.
To be ruled by one so giving.
Like, why is this person working for me in a high trusted level of my, well, not really in my government, he's my valet, but still. Alright, well now we're at 1.1 million over the target, so we're in good shape. Now what?
Attack not far away now. It fills one's heart with
Fatidic.
confidence and supreme satisfaction to see the treasury.
I don't know that word.
To the brim. I have taken to sleeping beneath the gold and can report nothing.
I'm assuming it means something like fated to happen.
As for today's first order of business, you may have heard about the dire situation the kingdom's economy finds itself in. Logan's policies always kept our cities on the edge of bankruptcy, and the panic caused by the fast-approaching darkness has only exacerbated the situation. I'm afraid the only way to stop this slide into ruin is to bail out Bowerstone's financial institutions. The people
Timing-wise, I think this was before the big bailouts in the United States.
So may condemn them to a much darker and
like,
bloodier fate.
wow.
What
Good job,
shall we
guys.
do, Your Majesty?
Come on, the banks are too
You
big
are
to fail.
such a giving, magnanimous person. Very well, I will make the arrangements. Life will be easier for your subjects for a while, but the treasury will not
Treasure,
be
it was
easily
doing just fine, you
I only hope
bald
we
little
haven't thrown away
pointy-haired
our chances
hobgoblin.
of survival. Of course, you could always replenish our gold supplies by donating from your personal funds. Shall we proceed with today's agenda?
Ah, military outpost. I know that's the one that I kept thinking about for Aurora.
Kalin, the representative for the Auroran people, has requested an audience with you. The court awaits in the throne room.
Yeah. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen.
Salutations, my most gracious lady.
What's up?
Mighty sovereign of all the lands.
Today you must decide how much protection to grant Aurora. Kalin will offer her proposal. Reva will stand against her.
You may speak.
The Sandy
Your
Airbender
Majesty,
wins.
As you know, the threat from the deserts that surround my city has not diminished. The darkness could fall upon us once more at any moment. Aurora is part of your kingdom now, and I ask that you grant us protection. Build a desert outpost that can warn my people should the crawler attack. It shall allow us to leave the city in time and ensure the survival of your loyal subjects.
On the other hand, we'll just let them all die.
Nonsense. What shall we do next? Erect taverns under the sea? Plant crops on mountain peaks? It is a foolhardy suggestion. Why should our valiant
Under the
soldiers
sea,
suffer sunstroke
under
and
the sea.
catnips in a distant land?
Come on and
when they
dunk
could
here,
be
and you get
protecting
drunk
the
here
people
under the
of this
sea.
very city? Is it really worth risking the lives of all the people outside these walls for a mere alarm system? Of course not. Let us leave the funds and the soldiers where they belong, right here.
The darkness poses a threat to us all. But Aurora has already suffered more than its fair share. The final decision rests with you.
You really like saying that, don't you? Well, obviously we're building the fort.
Aurora is under our protection. It is our duty to build this outpost.
The Queen's decision is final. A military outpost shall be erected in the deserts that surround Aurora.
We shall not forget this gesture. Aurora thanks you.
Ah, you are a whimsical monarch, and that is why you are so beloved. Very well, it shall be done.
121 days, so we are 2/3 of the way through that year that they gave us. And I don't think there's a whole lot left. Yeah, I think this may be like the last. This may be the last stop.
Riva Industries is proud to present an exotic tale of romance, adventure, and sand. The Desert Outpost.
Bring forth Sabine of the Mistpeak Dwellers. Today, you decide on the fate of Mistpeak, home of the Dwellers, Your Majesty. Sabine will speak for his people and their land. Riva will dispute his cause.
Whoever loses, Sabine is voiced by Sir Ben Kingsley.
I come
He
here
wins
seeking
by
nothing
default.
but what was promised me and my people. You pledged to restore our home mountains and our right to dwell in them. We have fulfilled our end of the bargain. We have paid with our lives to sit you on that throne. Now you must fulfill your end.
I mean, you could just tone it down a bit and chill. I'm gonna do it.
And our agreement shall be satisfied.
I know Logan
Your
was a
Majesty,
bit of a
this
jerk
sounds
to you,
both
but
an unnecessary expense and an impudent demand. What value is there in a few trees languishing amongst snow and rock? This is not the time to indulge some idyllic fantasy.
Those forests are a resource, and we are in dire need of resources. I propose we expand on your brother's initiative and take what nature offers so readily. Say the word, and I will transform the worthless wasteland of Mistpeak into assets we can use to defend Albion.
These hands are not yet so old or weak that I can't wring that pretty little neck of yours, Reaver.
The refined retort of a true mountain goat.
You made a promise to Sabine, but it's up to you whether you decide to honor it.
So, I mean, even if I weren't going light side, I would have a hard time with most of these things that we have to choose because I am
as this reptile proposes,
very big on keeping my promises in real life, so
I will keep
I don't
my
even like
promise.
breaking them in video games.
The Mistpeak Mountains shall be restored.
Mistpeak shall become a protected region, and the dwellers shall be granted authority over its forests and resources.
You are true to your word and your honor. The dwellers will stand by you till the end.
Okay. I really hope we have a chance to run some last-minute stuff here.
Treasure. And now, thanks to Reaver Industries, they have returned to their past splendor. Dwellers, birds, and bunnies are free to roam, laugh, and kill each other as nature intended. Who needs all that lumber anyway?
Happy anniversary, Your Majesty. 1 year as Queen of Albion. Doesn't time just fly? To celebrate this momentous day, I have prepared some fantastic events. First, you will stand still for several hours while a local artist paints your portrait.
Goody.
Then, you will choose the 47 varieties of flowers you wish to be cast at your feet as you parade through the city. Oh, and you will need to sign thousands of autographs, of course.
Torgal, eat him.
Let's see. You will also be fit.
I've never been so happy to be pulled out of time to go do one of these things. Thanks, Auntie Teresa.
The day has come, Queen. It is time for you to face the darkness. But you will do so in your true form. Over the past year, you have made decisions that reveal your nature, and which have affected the lives of all your subjects. You have done what many would have thought impossible. Not only have you raised an army to protect your people, but you have accomplished this while acting as a noble, benevolent, and popular ruler. But you are more than a queen. You are a hero. You are Albion's champion, its protector. This coming battle is the reason you had to take Logan's place. Only you can defeat the creature that dwells in the shadows. If you do not, all your efforts will have been in vain. Now go. Do what you were born to do.
What is that expression on my face? I've always found that expression there quite creepy. Alright. Alright.
It's
Alright,
here.
what do we got?
The darkness has reached Power Stone. Reports indicate that our defenses were able to hold off the worst of the first attack. But if we don't act quickly, even the armies we prepared for this day will not be enough.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
For Albion!
You asked for it. Defend the city with your lives!
Here we go. Any second now.
Felt that. Yes! No one can stop you, is it? Good work there!
So when you flourish, you get the wings.
That armor is... Good.
Crawler is here somewhere.
It's here. Does that thing ever shut up?
Come on, I need some flourish kills. Ooh, good one. I got your back there, Walter. Actually, I didn't get your back. I killed the thing that was there while avoiding your back, very specifically. I want you to know.
But this is the kingdom of unlight now. This is the kingdom of death.
Crawler has issues.
Don't listen to it. It will drive you insane. Don't listen. Nice shooting.
Ciao.
Boom! That was fun.
Just leave us alone.
I don't think he wants to be Walter.
Never escape darkness. It flocks to you always.
I don't know where we're going. This seems to be an open path, though, so... Because it goes absolutely nowhere! Ben, why didn't you warn me? I saw that.
Page. I don't think that's the real Page.
This isn't real. It isn't real. This is a nightmare, right? Someone please tell me it's just a nightmare.
Hey, Ben, it's just a nightmare. I'm lying right now, but... get what you ask for sometimes. Boom! Ka-chow! Bonk.
Dead fingers talk. Dead fingers whisper. Dead fingers claw.
Get that armor grit and the mommy daddy button. Alright, there we go. Fully upgraded. Well, holy fire now. Forget the flourishes.
I'm gonna shoot you over and over until you're dead. That's my plan.
Drink the sounds you give us. The cries of your young.
Well, you're creepy, aren't you?
Freshly ripped throat. We give thanks for your desperation.
Lying out there.
You have done such hurtful things. The people you know shall rejoice in your death.
We all are going full on creepy here. Fantastic. Okay, here we go this way. We go this way.
The bone gleam shining from your broken bodies. It is a transgression against the night.
Bonk. Nice build up on that one, thank you.
Death beats its wings for you.
Just about to roll in and bonk him. Saw that.
You shall be sightless, for that is the most blessed state of being. It is our gift to you.
They'll keep coming.
Yes, I know that. That's why I'm shooting them.
You are the flowers the children will pick and cast into dead water. Are you thinking of your loved ones now? How you will never
More flaming bodies?
them again.
Yeah, I don't know. Anything down there? Nope. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I am interested in where the sun went, but I'm also kind of wondering where the sand came from.
Where are you? Show yourself.
The lost
Hello.
sheep returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind.
Oh, don't trim that mustache. Dude! What am I doing during this?
Do you see? Do you see what you have allowed? We are all shadows now.
Hey, get through!
Crawl. Don't fight back, my child. I have cared for you. I have taught you. I have made you.
So having a human killing option there, really good idea. Poor Walter.
I'm sorry.
You took away the darkness. It's been inside me all this time.
I just didn't want to say anything because I
It's
didn't
light
want to
now.
worry you.
I can see the sky. And its light. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great king once. The mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say?
The story's wrong. It was a queen, and it's me!
To be a hero.
You've done me proud. You've always done me proud.
Aww.
Oh, Walter.
Yeah, he gets his own statue. With the keg.
I think old Walter would have liked it out here. He was always a fan of looking
Oh, it's got his tankard on his back, too.
tall and stony. I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up, Ben.
Exactly.
It's time I return to my own castle. If ever you need to save the world from another abomination, you know where to find me.
My people shall never forget what you have done for them. We are proud to be part of Albion. I shall return to Aurora in the knowledge that we may at last enjoy peace. Farewell, Your Majesty.
Walter was right about you. You're a hero in every sense of the word. The hero Albion needed.
What
But am I the hero that Albion
I will
deserved?
continue to serve you the best way I can. I belong down in the city. The people there
No,
will
no,
always
you
need
belong coming up to
Goodbye,
the
my queen.
the castle to live with
You
me.
have done what I thought impossible. You are the ruler I could never be.
Well, duh.
You don't need me anymore. And Albion will heal easier without me.
Also true.
Well, Queen, old chum,
So,
ruler supreme,
what is Logan planning on doing?
you did it. You saved the kingdom.
I think we should ship him off to the Dwellers. Go live with them for a while.
I'm not cut out to be a general. And I think I'd like to start travelling again. Or maybe see if Paige needs any help down in
Back
Industrial.
off.
But before I go, let's send off our friend in style, shall we? This one's for you, Walter.
Auntie Teresa!
This is the world as it could have been. Devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so. And you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you, and you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign. You kept your promise to Sabine and his people, when it would have been easier to turn your back on them. A noble gesture. You swore an oath to Paige to better the lives of your people, and you did so even in the face of great danger. You did for the Aurorans what your brother would not. He broke his promise,
because he was
but
a
you proved to be the better leader. Without the strength to make those choices, we would not be standing here now. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, Queen.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.
In Fable 4. I guess I'm honestly not sure what Fable 4 is supposed to be. If it is a reboot or if it is a continuation. Either way, I'm going to play it, and I'm going to play the heck out of it. But so anyway, that is the ending for Fable 3. There is still more to do afterwards. The military outpost that you made in Aurora is now there. It's literally just a little outpost right in that choke point between the two parts. But there is still a couple of things to explore that I think you can only do post-game. And then there's obviously anything you did not finish, like finding the rest of the friggin' gnomes. Some silver keys are left over. I got at least one. I know I've got a gold door to find. I mean, to open, rather. I've got one extra gold key, and I think there's one more. Is there one more key and door that I haven't gotten yet? I don't know. It's the sort of thing I'm going to have to look up. I will do at least one more episode probably after this of just sort of cleaning up some of those quests and what the ending of them looks like. So there will still be one more bonus episode after this, I believe. And, I mean, if there's enough stuff, it may be two, but probably just the one. But I will say the ending on this one sort of creeps up on you, because you're doing the whole, well, you've got 365 days left. Well, now you've got 340 days left. Well, now you have this and that. And also you're like, I have 120 days. Okay, now you're there. Like, the whole last third of the year is just gone. And you don't have a chance to go branch out and do the exploration during that last bit there. You have to do it before you go solve those last two decisions in the throne room. And so that one, I always thought that was a little bit of a cheap trick on their part, that you're sort of used to this, do a couple of these throne things, then go run off and explore, then do this, then you can explore, then you move and advance forward. That last one being, hey, here's two throne things, okay, now you're done. Like, I don't know if they did that on purpose to try and catch you with it, or if they didn't stop and go, wait a second, maybe we need to give them another chance here before the ending. But, I mean, the fact that you can still keep playing the game afterwards means it's not really that big a deal. I guess the only issue would be if you had not upgraded some weapons that you were trying to get done that you might want for the end. I did not intentionally upgrade that hammered like I did, that just happens to beat the living crap out of Auroran enemies, which was the entire final area there. I knew they were there, obviously. I just didn't think that part through ahead of time, going, oh, they'll be Auroran enemies, I should do this giant hammer. I was just doing the hammer because I knew I was going to be in Aurora a lot. So the two did not click for me until the end there. I was like, wait a second, this would be a fantastic thing to be wielding now. And then again, having a rifle that is good at killing humans, when the final boss was Walter, I think he counts as a human in that battle, and so thus just, shooting him with the rifle a bunch of times took him down pretty fast. And I don't know if he got a hit on me or not. I don't think he really did. If he did, it certainly wasn't a very substantial one. So that whole ending section is actually really much easier, I think, than it should be. Yeah, because, I mean, by the time you get there, and maybe it's just because I've always been very well prepared for it, but, I mean, if you're paying attention, you're doing the quest, and you're upgrading yourself, unless you're deliberately keeping yourself underpowered for some bizarre reason, you're going to get there, and you're going to have at least one of those, the final attack chests open. So you're probably going to have either your melee or your skill or your magic maxed out, and you'll be using that a lot. And if you've been ignoring your weapons, then maybe you wouldn't have them, but why would you do that on purpose? So you're probably going to have one or two weapons that are upgraded and probably have extra points, and you're going to go into the ending area of the game saying, I want my best weapons with me. It just so happens that my best weapons were also among those perfectly suited for that ending section. Again, didn't do it on purpose. I mean, I picked them and right before the final battle. Yes, I did that on purpose, but I didn't get them to that point on purpose. So, I mean, but it's almost underwhelming as a final area, because you can, at that point you saw I was just rolling through those things, and as soon as I stopped trying to do the flourishes all the time and had that extra flame damage on there just for the fun of it, it was like boom, dead, and just everything just fell down in front of me practically. So, which is a nice feeling, but it's also a little bit, thought this was the end of the game. So, but anyway, I absolutely love the Fable series. They have been fun. I have enjoyed playing them since the first one came out, and I played it right away. I don't remember if I got it, boom, as soon as it came out. I remember seeing ads for it, and I was like, that looks really interesting. I'm gonna get that. I just don't remember exactly how quickly I got it. But as soon as I got it, I played through it and really, really enjoyed the game. And so then when they finally announced Fable 2, what was it, like 4 years later or something like that, I was totally on board with that one. And then Fable 3 was 6 years, I think. I could be thinking that wrong, but I think that's what it is. Anyway, but yeah, I have always really enjoyed it. There we go. There's the main cast. John Cleese, Michael Fassbender, Stephen Fry, Emma Harris, Bernard Hill, Nicholas Hoult, Sir Ben Kingsley, Simon Pegg, Sean Pertwee, I don't know who that is, and off the top of my head, and Zoe Wanamaker. Wanamaker? I don't know how to pronounce that. But, yeah. It is a lot of fun. If you've never played Fable, if you've seen any of this playthrough and you've enjoyed it and you're like, oh, that looks interesting, give it a try. It is so much fun. And like I said, it gets better the further into the series you get. Fable 1 has a lot going for it. I distinctly remember when I was in college, I was playing some games, and I was actually with a group who were supposed to be developing a video game at one point. And I was doing some of the story writing for it, and the plot, and the dialogue and everything. And I remember thinking, what I really want in a combat system is something where you can lock on, and you at like the pull of a trigger, push of a button, you can lock on and unlock and lock and unlock, and that would be how you focus on an enemy, and you have basic attacks that you use, and you can switch. And basically the combat system for Fable was exactly what I was picturing in my head for what would be awesome for a video game. And the year after I got out of college was when Fable dropped. So it wasn't that long after. I was like, dude, this is exactly the sort of thing that I was looking for. And it was really close. Obviously, they improved it when they got to Fable 2 and Fable 3. But Fable 1 was pretty damn close to what I was envisioning I wanted for that kind of combat system. So I was stoked when I realized that's how it worked. And that I like the magic system in the original Fable instead of the Anniversary Edition. You did not have one spell at a time to pick from. You had the option of like 2 or 3 of them that you had on the hot buttons, if I remember correctly. It's been a long time since I played that version of it, though. And then Fable 2, again, as soon as they fixed ranged combat, I start becoming a ranged player in Fable 2 all of a sudden. Only used my sword when I needed to, and would switch back and forth with magic. Fable 3 is where I really start playing with magic more often. And if you watch some of the videos, I use the flaming vortex and just send enemies swirling around me. I didn't do it as much this time because I was trying to branch out, but I distinctly remember summoning the flaming vortex and just like shooting hordes of hobs around me and just like boom, 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 boom as they're swinging around me. It was awesome. That's the one form of that combat that I always really remember. But the blades in this one are a lot of fun. I really didn't use them too much, but I do like charging up and just sending just a funnel of those blades shooting at somebody. It's a really powerful spell. By this point, I had my weapons all charged up, so I didn't really use blades all that much. I did use Force Push at the end. I'm glad I had that, because they have its tendency to spawn those little shadowy things right around you at the end there. So a couple times I was trying to use Force Push to give me a bit more room to work with. I think I usually ended up accidentally focusing the attack instead of making it an AoE. So, my fault on that. Let's see. Any other final thoughts on this game? Like I said, there will still be a bonus episode after this, at least one, going through some of the post-game and finishing off the stuff, most of which you can do ahead of time if you plan properly. I was just trying to get through some of those final quests. Didn't really want to go book hunting or searching for the 3 gnomes that I'm missing still. Didn't really feel like doing that right now because I knew the ending was close. But so yeah, it is a lot of fun. I highly encourage you to play it. If you are of a younger age, check with your parents, because there is some stuff in here that may or may not be... It's not necessarily inappropriate, but it's not necessarily appropriate. And if you watch any of the videos, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically all of Bloodstone. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can skip through some of these credits and finish this off. Otherwise, hope you've enjoyed this series, and stick around for the bonus episode and see how things sort of turn up after the fact. Thank you for watching, and please leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and come back to the channel for more content as I get it ready for you. Thanks a lot. Hope everybody has really enjoyed this and is having a great day. Bye. I'm back! You've done the impossible! Saving your kingdom while suffering virtually no losses places you among the greatest leaders of our time. Your people love you and consider it an honor to be the subjects of such a magnificent hero. As you can see, there's already some quests appearing at the top there. So, anyway. Yet again, thank you for joining me.